Hello, people. Welcome back to the next episode. And this episode, as you have seen previously, we are going to Cappadocia. Yeah. So we start with our lovely breakfast, like always, because I always say, where I come from, I know. Where I am going, I am not sure. So I gotta feed myself and eat breakfast like a king. So that's what we did. Then our journey began to Cappadocia. Can you believe that almost 12 million years ago, this place was covered by water? With time, volcanic eruption occurred and molten rocks, once they cooled down, and with the effect of wind and a little bit of water, then what is known as fairy chimneys were formed in Cappadocia. Since we are humans and we are always curious, tunnels and homes were made out of these fairy chimneys, and a civilization was born. The history of Cappadocia extends to Paleolithic era. This was a region that was occupied by many empires. You mean Roman, the Persian, the Seljuk, the Ottoman, and other empires, Christian empires like Byzantine. A lot of underground cities were made by people for various reasons, but the famous reason is the Christians who were afraid of the persecution from the Romans. So they had to hide in Cappadocia. So that makes this area to hold some of the old churches dating back to the 4th century. Let's explore Cappadocia together. During this trip, we had to find a tour guide. You can see she is very much well knowledgeable about the area, and she knows some of the best places, very interesting places. So yeah, let's jump into the fun right away.
Volcanic ash. But over millions of years of time, with the erosion, rivers, day and night temperature, yeah, those rocks started to erode. Whatever you see from now on, the rocks, we call them fairy chimney, by the way. Fairy chimney. This is just a nickname. Like, instead of calling them eroded volcanic tube, or a fairy chimney is the expression. And they're all by nature. You cannot give them a shape from outside, actually. That's impossible. But people excavated inside the rocks for living, for praying, even in antique time, even today. When I first moved to Cappadocia, I live in a cave house. It was amazing. But caves are not natural caves, as I told you. People excavated them by hands.
So we are about to reach our first place, which we are going to see even the police post there is carved out of the fairy chimneys. And what I like about Turkey in general in terms of the tourism, they've managed to secure their heritage very nicely, and at the same time the payments are all obvious. You don't have to ask, you don't have to question, it is written. So on our way to see one of the interesting fairy chimneys, we passed by this amazing police post, the Jandarma. The Jandarma is a division of the police force, which is tasked with mostly checking on people who are in Turkey illegally, and at the same time they safeguard the national security. It's part of the policing force. So let's keep seeing interesting things. You might find some of the fairy chimneys are shaped in a very funny shape, but it's nature after all. Makes me wonder, who is the creator? You can see like this fairy chimney looks like two people trying to hug one another, and the people around here, they have different kind of stories about the fairy chimneys shapes and how they were carved. You can see some resemble of an eagle. You may see some resemble what do you call camel. Yeah, some resemble a camel, and you can see others. You know the famous cartoon Smurfs. Yeah, we used to watch Smurfs a lot. You can see them. Some are shaped like a boat. It's really amazing. The place is really amazing. It is really interesting to see how nature can actually shape itself. You might be wondering the population of Nevşehir, which is the bigger region, which Cappadocia, Urgup, you talk of Avanos, you talk of the other areas called, I think there is Avanos, then there is Urgup, and then there is now Göreme. So the population is around 123, maybe we can say between 123 to 150,000 people. But you find a lot of guys because of tourism. Some people, they consider Cappadocia as a holy place because it has served some of religious rituals here. Yeah. So many tourists rather than the locals. There you go, the camel. Can you see the camel? And can you see a penguin? And are you able to also see a fairy chimney which resembles like a couple having an argument? One is trying to go and one is trying to pull them back. Can you see like two ducks kissing? Yeah, very interesting, very interesting. That's why I was telling you the shapes, sometimes they resemble things. I don't know whether this is a message from the Most High or just nature. There you go. Now you can see plainly. These guys is like they were arguing One is trying to push the other closer, yeah. And also Cappadocia, despite the historical areas, they have nice markets, they have jewelry, they have these nice unique stones which are only found in Cappadocia. And also when you're talking of construction stones, the cladding stones, what you see in these buildings, most of them are not painted. It's just the natural stone which is found specifically in Cappadocia, travertine. Yeah, they call it travertine. So now we, after we saw the fairy chimney, now we decided to go to a different area where we can get a panoramic view of Cappadocia. The other fun side of Cappadocia is the hot air balloons. The problem now comes is you need to book very much in advance. These guys, even if you pay them triple the price, you may not find an opportunity to get the hot air balloon. And with the hot air balloons, this place is very famous. You find thousands in the sky very early morning. So if you want to book a hot air balloon, be sure you plan it ahead because it's normally fully packed. In Cappadocia, there are about 500 churches, and most of these churches were done in the caves. And one of the church that we are going to visit is called Aina Li church. Aina means mirror. We can say, was it called so because of the symmetry? But this church, inside there is the prayer area, there are storage areas, there are rooms for people to be able to rest, and you can see it has one of the oldest paintings, which the red paintings. And this church, as you might recall earlier, is one of the churches that was serving the Christian population which was facing persecution from the Romans. when Christianity was still at a young age. So they sought refuge in this kind of caves. The same way the Muslims during the early stages of Islam, they had to migrate from Mecca to Medina, is the same thing here. The Christians moved from other areas to Cappadocia for safety purposes, because these caves presented a perfect camouflage, I can say, because there are many. You cannot pinpoint who is where. And the caves are really dark inside, and the storage areas purposely were carved away from the sunlight to maintain the coolness, so that food and other items may not go bad. So as I said before, this place is filled with different kind of exotic stones. And while in this shop, I decided I cannot go back home without a gift for my lovely wife. So I perused through and we got very nice gift. It was a surprise, so I could not show it here. But she liked it. You know the stone called Zultanite, which changes color depending on the intensity of light. So that is what I got. With some other few items, we kept on shopping and shopping and shopping. Spend money when you got it. So, guys, one important thing that I forgot to mention is the famous wine in Cappadocia made of grapes. There are a lot of grapes around Cappadocia and also olive. So, these grapes, they take them, manufacture, and make it into a wine. And you drink wine and you enjoy. So, I had to get a bottle of their special wine, which cost me around $200 for a 1 liter bottle. It was the special that they offered me, which had also a certificate apparently. Let's drink some wine. All right. Now we got an opportunity to see the real lifestyle of people living in Cappadocia. And this, we are getting an opportunity to see a local who is still living inside these caves. And he was among the first people. And, you know, before all of this area being declared as an open air museum, and also the United Nations Heritage has also declared the same. But this man has been allowed to be here so that we can see during those times how were people living in Cappadocia. Houses carved out of the fairy chimneys. Let's move in, guys, and let's enjoy the view. want to make a wish and your wish to be accepted? Yes, come and make a wish on this lovely environment. This tree is believed to give people what they want, but your intentions need to be pure so that you can get what you really want. You need not to have doubt. You need to have faith when you come near this tree and make your wish. The other thing that you should be able to know about Cappadocia is the work, the handwork, yeah, pottery, and other things that use clay to shape different items. And this kind of business is done within the family. It's from the father to the son to the generation and generation and generation of work. And most of them are located underground. So you can see the beautiful pottery, the amazing, and some of them, they are being coated with gold. When I asked one of them, they told me around 24 carats. It's amazing. It's amazing. This is not machine work, it is by hand. There is no school. You work near the person who has the experience and you acquire the skill. Let's get to see more. I challenge you, when you go to Cappadocia, I want you to do the same. But don't make funny shapes, please. Don't make funny shapes. Learn.
From this material. So this material and the local family peoples are father to son, generation to next generation, people are taking. So this is after that 1 week on the shelf, and of course you bake it, and after do the design and painting, and after glaze and the kiln, let's go step by step, father to son, tradition. I have a demonstration for you, please, you can.
How happy I was also to see other Kenyans here. I felt at home. The good side is that I speak both languages, Turkish and English and Swahili. So it made it easy also in terms of communication. So now this family is going to give us a demonstration making a very simple pot, and one of us will be challenged to do the same, but you be careful you don't make a shape that will astonish people. So right now we were so hungry, so we had to go to the lovely restaurant first to feed our tummies. This is a meal that you shouldn't miss when you go to Cappadocia. It's very nice. It's meat, and then they will break the pot because that's how they serve the meal. Enjoy. Till next time, Cappadocia was amazing. It was great. It was lovely. I enjoyed. And now we're heading back to Kayseri. And Kayseri is the city that is around 45 minutes drive from Cappadocia. And the mountain that is believed to be the reason for the formation of the fairy chimney is Mount Erciyes, which is located in Kayseri. So the next episode will be on Mount Erciyes. We want to go to ski and see if we are capable of. Till next time, guys, enjoy.